Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans and I wanted to go over the July budget for July 2024. So if you guys are interested in doing that, then stay tuned for the video. Okay, so getting into today's video, I'm going to start with paycheck number 1 of July, which my budget runs from about the end of June till the middle of July. I'm a semi-monthly paid employee, so I only get paid twice a month, which is the 15th and on or about the 30th or 31st, but I do get paid a couple days before each. So the 15th, I normally get paid somewhere around the 13th because of my banking institution, and then also on the 30th, 31st of the month, I get paid probably about the 28th, 27th, 28th of the month. So a little couple days early. So I'm able to budget a little bit earlier. But sometimes I don't budget. I don't start my budget right away. I'll let those couple of days roll into the previous budget and then just start really when it's supposed to start, like 15th or the 26th or whatever, or 15th and the 30th, 31st, like whatever that is. So it just depends on the month and how it's going. I'll just, if I know I'm not going to do any more spending, then I'll just start it then and close it out. But so for this month, I'm kind of starting somewhere around the 26th of June, and it's going to go all the way through about July 13th. So that's what I'm looking at. We are starting the month off with $7.29. So a rollover from last month. So income for this month, let's just go over that real quick. Income for this paycheck, I should say, not this month, but this paycheck, I'm looking at $20.58.92. I'm also looking at my son contributing $266, which is 66 is for his cell phone and the 200 is just his contribution to the household. My daughter's going to contribute $40 for her cell phone. My husband gave me the 105 for the DirecTV bill from his side hustle money, and then we did accrue 4 cents of interest. I did deposit $138 for the sinking funds for our quarterly trash bill. And then I did get some birthday money of $50. So I am looking at $2,657.96 for income for this paycheck. So what we're going to do is save $125 for our house savings like we always do. We always save $125 off the top. That is a given. I'm not going to do any sinking funds right now. On this paycheck, normally I do all my sinking funds on my second paycheck just because I have more income. This first paycheck of the month, I have aligned all of my bills except for one that I know of. I've pretty much aligned all of my bills to be coming out and getting paid from my first paycheck of the month. It did take a little bit of work to get them all aligned and get them on or about the same due dates. So I have done that, and so now we're just kind of just working the flow and rinse and repeat for month after month. So pretty much all the bills except for my trash bill are fixed amounts except for my water bill. So I was waiting to do this video until I got my water bill amount because I just had a plug in there of about $60, but now I know what exactly it's going to be. I got the bill today, so that's $56.87 is what my bill is going to be. That's what I need to pay. So pretty much everything else is a static amount. None of our other bills really change. This month my internet bill is also finally has come back, and now we're starting to have to owe again, but it should be about, I'm thinking about $21 is what I'm thinking. But I still had a credit balance, which is why it's only coming out to $18.64. So that one, after this month, I think we should have the true number of what it should be. And this was because a couple of months ago I had renegotiated my contract with Frontier, and they gave me a way better rate. I was paying almost $70 before the whole last year. This was the first year. We live in a rural area outside of the Houston, Texas area. And in our rural area, we don't have landline anything. So this was the first year back in, I think it started in March of 2023 through March 2024. This was the first year that we had landline internet service available in our area. So we were used to paying, I was paying about $110 a month for a hotspot internet to be able to, because I do work from home some days, to be able to work from home and for us to be able to stream TV. And so that was almost even impossible because, you know, streaming TV takes a lot of data. And so we were having to be very careful about what we were streaming. So we had DirecTV previously because that was really the only way for us to watch TV at all. So we didn't have really the ability to have a whole lot of streaming services because you also needed internet. So we didn't have that. So getting internet for the last year was such an amazing thing, where we were able to cut off our DirecTV and then, you know, go, you know, cut that bill down. We have it temporarily. You see that here, and you see I just said we cut it off. We did get it back temporarily because we want to watch our baseball team, the Houston Astros, and DirecTV is the cheapest one available to watch it. So that's why we got back on DirecTV, but we're on a month to month. So as soon as the season is over, then we will just cut that bill, and that bill will not be a normal bill. But we're also paying for it with side hustle money. So it's not really coming out of our paychecks. If we have the extra income, then we pay it. If we don't have the extra income, then we're cutting it off. So that's how we're working that system. If you're, you know, interested in knowing that part. So that is, you know, that is that bill. But as far as all of our other bills, kind of, our internet bill went from $69 to now it should be about $21, I figure, with like taxes. I'm not sure what it's exactly going to be, but it should be somewhere around that for like at least the next year. So we're barely like on month probably 3 maybe of the new amount. But since we had overpaid the 1 month while we were renegotiating, I basically prepaid for the next 2 or 3 months, which is why I haven't had to pay that bill. So now I'm back to paying the bill. I did have a little bit of credit still applied to this month, so that's why it's a little bit lower, but I'm thinking it's going to go back up a little bit, a couple dollars come next month. So we'll see what the true number is next month. But my electric bill, I'm on the balance billing, so that is a fixed amount for me. So far, I'm still rolling a credit balance. So my true up amount, I still shouldn't owe. So I'm still on that. YouTube, I switched Netflix out for YouTube to try YouTube out, and I'm really loving it. So I might just keep it a little bit longer. Peacock is still rolling at $267, and I think we still have that pricing for a few more months. So I'm just going to keep it for now until that happens. AT&T cell phone. So this is going to be dropping probably in price in I think it's October, November, whenever we pay off 2 of the cell phones on our plan. And so that will drop at least probably maybe like $23, $24. It should be, you know, less. So as far as what I have to pay, it'll be that for me, because my son contributes $66, my daughter contributes $40, so that's what, $106, I think, something like that. So I'm paying the rest of that basically. So my portion of it that I pay for my husband, myself, and my mom, that, you know, my portion will come down. So I'm looking forward to that. So that in a few months should also be cheaper. Spotify, it says 1814 here, but I actually need to increase that because, well, I'm actually kind of trying to wait and see what that's going to be, because that is going up. I did get a notification saying that the next month it was going to be going up. So I'm hoping that that is the amount, because I'm not sure what it's going to be this month with the increase in price. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to see what the new budget amount is. And then next month I'll have the new amount to budget going forward. So I'm just going to leave it like that. My car wash is still $30. The internet, we talked about that. And my water bill is really the only other bill that fluctuates and that I have to wait on. That is the only variable bill pretty much that I have right now, because my electric bill is fixed on balance billing. So that amount shouldn't change every month. That amount should stay the same. My water bill is really the only other variable bill. So that one is definitely, I will plug in $60 if I don't have the budget amount, and that's usually more than enough. I don't think our bill has ever been more than $60. So that is about average for our bill. DirecTV, we talked about that. Paramount Plus, yeah, that increased a few months ago. It's still the same price. That hasn't changed. And then our quarterly trash bill. So this is not a bill we pay every month, but we do save sinking funds for it every single month. So you don't see it here, but you see it when I do my sinking funds. So as far as debt goes, this pay period, we are paying the minimum on loan number 1, which is my balance transfer credit card. This was a loan, and now it's a balance transfer on a credit card so that I could get no interest on the balance. So we're paying minimums on that. And then after, so right now our focus is Discover. So any money that I have rolled over, rollover for this paycheck, I'm going to put it towards my Discover card. So that is my plan for that. So that's why I don't have a number in there right now, because I need to wait until everything settles out and all our spending is done so I can see what I have left. But I do have $212 unbudgeted right now. So I don't have that assigned to anything. So if I were to put that here, that would be what I would do. My pays at number 6 is my medical bill, and $53.94. We're going to pay the minimum on that, and that is a no interest balance. And then PayPal, I had like a pay in for whatever for my savings challenges that I still have yet to show you guys. That was the third payment of it is $11.45, and then I should have one more payment on the next paycheck, and then I'm done. So I'm just gonna let that pay itself and be done with it when it's done. So for variables, yeah, so for debt this pay period, we've got $255.39 is what we've got assigned so far, but it will probably be another $200 after, you know, whatever we apply left over. For variables this paycheck, we've got $1,167 budgeted out. So that is what we're playing with right now. Groceries, I've got it at $400. Eating out, I have $75. Gas, I have $75. Pets, I am gonna have to get my doggy a bag of dog food, so I am expecting to use this money this paycheck for sure. Beauty, $210. That was $100 for a new set of lashes. I did get my lashes all taken off and a new set put on. Then $65 for my pedicure and my eyebrows wax that I did for my birthday and for the wedding, and then $45 for my nails, which I don't normally have those expenses. So that was $210 total. And then for spending, I've assigned $100 of miscellaneous spending. I'm not sure if I've spent that yet or not. I can't remember, because I've kind of already started spending into this budget. I just haven't put it all on here yet, because I need to sit down and figure that out. And then for the wedding itself, that was for hair and makeup. That was $265. So now that we're done with the wedding and everything like that, we shouldn't have those expenses going forward. And hopefully next month will be a lot lighter on that, and I'm able to make up a lot of this debt that I'm not able to pay right now because of all of these other expenses. So that is what this paycheck is looking like. So we're looking like rollover of $729, income of $2658, expenses going out of $1167, bills is $905, debt payments $255, savings $125, and that leaves us with $212.61 unbudgeted, which is really going to be going towards debt. So That's this paycheck. I want to show you guys the month at a glance real quick, what I'm thinking. And right here, you guys can see right away that I have over budgeted $98.88. So why that's so is, and this is kind of talking about debt this month, because I want to be able to make $1,000 payment for my Discover card. So this is assuming that I need to find $100 in my budget somewhere, whether it's coming from the difference between budgeted and actual, like any money that I have left over. I'm trying to make up another $100 somewhere. Or if I get extra birthday money or something, I need to get extra money to make up this $100 so that I can make, at the end of the month, I can have $1,000 to put towards my Discover card. That is my goal this month. That's what I'm looking for. And in my budget so far, we've got all our bills accounted for, which I know a couple of those, like my Spotify, like I just talked about, is a little bit variable right now. I'm not sure exactly what that number is going to come in at. I think everything else, I know what it's going to be. I do have, on my second paycheck, I have $420 budgeted for sinking funds. I could potentially cut that back a little bit, but it's not going to be a whole lot because I have already trimmed from that. So I may not be able to cut back any more money. The only place I can see getting that money from is spending or like miscellaneous spending, and that miscellaneous spending is not really my spending money. It's kind of just like miscellaneous unbudgeted stuff for the household or budgeted items. I mean, it's whatever we need. It's just miscellaneous, a miscellaneous buffer amount that I always put in my budget for anything that I really didn't plan for but spent money on. So I am looking for maybe to make up $100 somewhere around there. Or maybe from eating out, or maybe from groceries. I did even cut back my eating out budget to 75 and 75. So 75 for paycheck 1, 75 for paycheck 2. That gives me 150. So I did squeeze a little bit out of there already. I didn't cut back my grocery budget because I am needing to stock up on a lot of things and meat. So I think I'm gonna have to do a big grocery haul soon, because I am really low on meat. And so I'm thinking about doing a Sam's run and just buy a ton of meat and then portion it out, because that has really been working for me. I'm not having to run to the store and buy meat as often, and I really am loving that system. So I'll kind of want to keep that going. But I'm going to need some funds to do that because I do need to re-up. So I don't feel like I can cut back from my groceries. I'm thinking it's going to be probably spending is where it's going to probably mostly come out from. And then maybe some of the eating out. So we'll try to do better on those things this month. And I want to make up $100. So I'm looking for $100 somewhere in my budget, whether that's income coming in or money not going out and keeping that income to put it towards debt. So I'm hoping that I can meet that, $1,600 or so mark there, even with all of the things that we had going on this month with the wedding and spending extra money there on that stuff. Sinking funds, we can look at that real quick. So I did even lower it a little bit because I was going to do my Christmas envelope for 32, 33, 34, and 35, which would have been, I think, about $135, something like that. And yeah, I think it was going to be about $135. And I cut one envelope off, which gave me that $35 back, I can't really, I have a lot of this stuff that's coming up due in August. So I'm really not able to cut back a whole lot from here. I think the only other category that I could cut back on would be like my car maintenance, my printer ink. That would give me 70. 50 and 20, that would give me 70. I could cut back on these two categories. That would be 80, 90. I really want to keep this one and this one because you guys know how much I've taken her to the vet recently, and I just kind of would feel better about buffing up those envelopes. So I mean, I could come up with another $100 and maybe by cutting back on those categories this month, and then I would be able to make that, because at this point I do have, I mean, I only have $50 in my car maintenance. I would really love to have 100. I think, yeah, I think I don't, let me see, I think I don't have 100 in there right now. I think, yes, I don't have, let me check, hold on one second. Yeah, so I only have 50 in there right now. So that 50 was going to get me to 100. And then I was thinking in my head that next month I could skip the 50 and, you know, do that next month. But I kind of really want to do it this month. I really want to make 1,000. So it's just a matter of pulling from where, because I do need an oil change. My husband's already bugging me about it. So I don't think $50 is enough for that. I think I need more. So unless he buys it and tells me how much it is, I can, you know, give him what he needs. But I'm not sure if $50 is enough. I guess I need to ask him to make sure, and then I could decide if I want to cut back or not. But maybe I could skip the 20 here. Maybe I could possibly skip 50 here. I mean, those are really the only big places that I can take it from. I can't take it from too many more places other than these two categories here, which is another 20. So that would give me 40. 40 plus 50, that's 90 right there. I mean, that's almost $100. So you know, I could do something like that. So, you know, I still have some options, but I could also try to make up for it with my budget. So worst comes to worst, I don't do sinking funds until my paycheck number 2. So paycheck number 2 could be a little bit lighter if I cut back on sinking funds. But I'll know once I get to paycheck number 2 how much I really need, because it also depends on how much I'm able to roll over from paycheck number 1. So this is assuming that we stick to the budget. So that's how that will work. So yeah, guys, that's how we're looking for paycheck number 1. That is what we're working with. We're hoping to have a rollover of $212.61 at the end of it. Hopefully more. I'm looking for $100 somewhere in my budget this month. But yeah, so that's going to be our budget for July. So stay tuned for our check-in for paycheck number 1. And then also stay tuned for my savings challenge video. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that soon. And then I'll show you guys what I have. And I want to kind of get that going for paycheck number 2 and get it all set up and get it ready. So I'll bring you guys back with more videos. Okay, thanks. Bye, you guys.